Cleveland. Cleveland. Um, Took a pretty big loss to the Patriots. You're 2-5. Though you guys expected to lose to the Patriots, so I'm not surprised. By the way, way to go, Landry. You predicted that you guys were going to win this game. Y'all didn't even come close to winning this game, so well done to you. But I'm going to say this about the Cleveland team, and I know fans are going to get mad at me, but I got to say it. Right now, the Cleveland Browns are not a good team. They are a bad team. And I'm going to explain why, because I don't want you Browns fans to come at me like, oh, you're just a Ravens fan. You're just saying that just because we beat you and all this other. No. You guys are not a good team. What I mean by that is that you're not disciplined. There's no question. With the talent on your roster, there's no question. You guys can compete with every team in the National Football League and can win most of those games. You can compete with the top contenders. You could compete with New England in the future. You can compete with Kansas City. You can compete with all these big teams. You can compete with the top NFC teams. You guys have the talent to do so. The issue is you guys are not disciplined. How many times is your offense going to turn the ball over? How many penalties are they going to keep having? So many penalties in this game. How many times can your offense false start? I mean, for God's sake, so many false starts. What is going on with you guys? Penalty after penalty after penalty and turning the ball over. In the first quarter, you guys turned the ball over on 3 straight possessions. Chubb fumbles the ball. Y'all get the ball back and fumbles the ball. I believe it goes for 7. You're already down. Next time Chubb gets the ball, on the next possession, he takes it down for like a 50-yard run, fumbles the ball again. New England recovers. On the following possession after that, Baker Mayfield throws a shovel pass right to the defender's hands, and it gets picked off. 3 turnovers on 3 straight possessions in the first quarter. And you think you're going to win games by doing that. It's the same reason why you guys lost to the Seahawks. You kept turning the ball over at the worst possible moment. Terrible. But you know what? You guys got back into it because the Patriots offense was not getting it going. They were really getting stalled. Your defense was doing a great job against the New England's offense in the first half. But it just got worse in the second half. The good news is your offense recovered from that. And in the first half, they got it to within 7 by halftime. It was 17-10 going into halftime. 17-7, not 17-10. You guys got a touchdown. It was 17-7 going into halftime. It was a 10-point game. You guys got the ball back. You got the ball back, took it down the field, kicked the field goal, made it 17-10, 7-point game. The Patriots proceeded to go down the field and score a touchdown. And it was 24-10, and basically by then, this game was over because your offense couldn't muster anything. I mean, you couldn't muster a single thing. You couldn't get any points in the third quarter. You couldn't do anything offensively. So many drop passes, bunch of 3-and-outs. Just couldn't do anything. Meanwhile, the Patriots, they're getting opportunity after opportunity to go down the field and score, and they either kick the field goal or they miss the field goal. That's just how it was. This was not a great game by the Patriots because they probably should have put more points on you guys than they really did, and they know it. But, they still won the game. Now the Patriots are 8-0, and Cleveland, you sit in third place with a record of 2-5. Things are not looking good for your season. The good news is you have a much easier schedule moving forward, so you guys are hoping you can go on a run. You're probably going to need to go, considering you're 2-5 now, you're going to need to go like 7-2. 7-2 or 6-3, most likely 7-2, finish the season at 9-7, and hope that that's enough to win the division because no one else from this AFC North division is going to the playoffs via wild card. You either win the division or you're not going to the playoffs. You're not getting a wild card spot in the AFC North. I don't see it happening. Who knows? Maybe the other teams in the conference will get worse, but I don't see a team in the AFC North getting a wild card spot. If you don't win the division, you're not going to the playoffs. And with the Ravens sitting at 5-2, the good news for you guys is that they start their tough stretch now. They got New England Sunday night next week. If they lose to them, that'll make them 5-3. You guys got Denver next week. If you can beat Denver, you'll be 3-5. Now you're starting to close the gap on them. They've got a tough schedule. They still got to deal with New England. They still got to deal with the 49ers, who look better than they did when they went up against you guys. You know, they still got to deal with the Rams, who are getting better, and they're looking better than they did when they went up against you guys also. They're also getting healthier, too. And then, you know, they also got to go up against the Texans, that also looked good today and have been looking better. You guys have, you guys haven't gone against the Texans yet, so that's also going to be a game you guys got to watch. But, like, you really got to hope Baltimore loses a couple games to get you back in. Because if they end up winning a bunch of those games, let's say they beat the 49ers somehow, which we'll see how that goes. That's going to hurt you. Because the team like Seattle, the Seattle loss already hurts you. And the Titans loss hurts you. The Ravens already beat Seattle. And they still have to face the Titans. If they beat the Titans, those are 2 wins that they got that you guys lost. It's going to be tough for the Cleveland Browns to catch up. They really got to hope the Ravens collapse and just get wrecked by their opponents. But honestly, considering the fact that you lost to both Seattle and the Titans, and the Ravens beat Seattle last week, if they win against the Titans, really, it's going to be hard for you guys to balance that. Y'all got to kind of hope for a little bit of a miracle. Also, the Steelers are also getting back in track, too. They're 2-4. They're hoping to get to be 3-4 because I believe they're facing off against... Who are they facing off against? Steelers? Not the Chargers. I think Denver. I'm not sure. No, Denver played today. Who are they facing off against? Oh, the Dolphins. They're facing off against the Dolphins, so that's that's an easy win for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But yeah, they're also back in it too, so it's going to be tough. If Cleveland's going to get to the playoffs, they're going to have to go on a big run, which includes beating their divisional rivals. They haven't faced off against the Steelers yet, but they have to sweep the Steelers. They've got to sweep the Bengals, and they got to find a way to win that other game at home against the Ravens. You cannot lose any divisional games at this point because you're going to need them. So yeah, it's going to be a tough road for Cleveland. If they're going to get to the playoffs, they're going to have to go on a big run and win a majority of the games. They got to go at least 7-2 to win this division at 9-7 and hope the Ravens choke enough games or just get destroyed by the Patriots and the 49ers and hope that deflates them. But we'll have to see. Anyway, that's all I got for this. I'm out of here.